With 2 weeks to Election Day, Vice President sharpens her attacks at former President Trump. Kamala Harris calls Trump unserious man, but says the consequences of him in White House again will be brutally serious. Harris warns voters to take Trump's rhetoric seriously. As race for the White House heats up, Trump versus Harris battle intensifies. Who is winning U.S. presidential elections? What do pre-poll surveys predict? Can Kamala Harris defeat Trump in polls? Or will Trump get second term in office? With U.S. presidential elections now less than 20 days away, both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Trump are launching scathing attacks at each other. Harris, while speaking at a campaign event in Michigan, lashed out at Trump, calling him an unserious man, adding that the consequences of Trump ever being in the White House again will be brutally serious.
I've said many times, I do believe Donald Trump to be an unserious man, but the consequences of him ever being in the White House again are brutally serious. And take it from the people who know him best. His former chief of staff when he was president, 2 former defense secretaries, his national security advisor, and of course his vice president, who have all in one way or another used the word that he is unfit to be president again and is dangerous.
On the other hand, former President Donald Trump slammed the White House and federal emergency officials on October 21 as he campaigned through hurricane-ravaged North Carolina. At a rally in Greenville, Trump attacked his opponent Harris and the Biden administration, claiming they haven't properly supported the western part of the state after it was battered by Hurricane Helene last month. Donald Trump claimed that the federal government doesn't have enough money for hurricane victims because it is being used to help illegal immigrants in the country.
When I'm president, North Carolina will get the support you need and deserve, and that is without question. Because you didn't get the proper support from this administration. They spent their money on illegal migrants. They spent their money. They didn't have any money left for North Carolina. That's not the way it's supposed to work. Or other places, by the way. Plenty of other places.
Meanwhile, as the U.S. inches closer to the November 5th presidential election, a pre-poll survey by Reuters predicted that Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris held a marginal 3 percentage point lead over Republican Donald Trump. According to the survey, 45% of voters said they would vote for Harris, compared to 42% who said they would vote for Trump in the upcoming presidential elections. The latest poll survey by the news agency indicated that voters, particularly Democrats, might be more enthused about this year's election than they were ahead of the November 2020 presidential election when Democrat Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump.